Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. Welcome to inTruth Live. Today is Monday, June 7th, 2021. And we started a new feature last week. It's called the Watchman's Party. It was going to be the Watch Party, but it's the Watchman's Party. And what we're doing is we're sharing some of the people that we follow, some of the people sharing truth out there. We're sharing their truth as well, in our Watchman's Party, sort of like what Facebook used to have as a watch party, but this is a Watchman's Party. Stuff that you may not know that we want to share with you, that our friends are sharing, and you can share as well. So today we are sharing our friend Doug TenNaple. And you can find Doug on YouTube. He's got a couple different channels. It's called In Exile is one of them. I think that's the one we're going to be sharing today. Some of his posts, some of his videos from the last few days. And he also has a teenage son that he's doing videos with, which my husband and I are going to definitely start doing videos with our teenage daughter because she has also a lot to share. So anyways, let's see what some of Doug's posts were from today. We're going to go to the 4 California facts because I think that one's really good and you're going to be interested. Sorry for the commercial, guys.
The other thing I like about StreamYard is that if there's ever a glitch in your... These are 4 facts about 3,000 votes in California that are irrefutable. You should pass this around to your friends for those who have questions and let them tell me. You tell me what to do with these 4 facts. Today, I came to party. Hi, I'm Doug TenNaple, and the party is over on this side. And I'll tell you why. Because of these 4 facts. Of course, like and subscribe. It'd be great to have you as a subscriber. But pass this show around to your friends who have questions, who think maybe I'm crazy. I'm always open to being crazy. So you can tell me in the comments where I'm crazy. Here we go. Fact number 1. Oh, also, I got to give credit. This is from the Santa Barbara News Press newspaper, and I got this from the Gateway Pundit. Both links are in the description below. Please click on them and take a look around. Fact number 1, approximately 3,000 mail-in ballots counted in the November 3rd election that supposedly cast by UCSB students residing in a voting precinct that, along with other dorm buildings, includes Francisco Torres, Santa Catalina Residence Hall at 6850 El Colegio Road in Goleta. Okay, that was easy. Irrefutable fact number 1. Now let's get to irrefutable fact number 2. Problem: due to COVID-19, the Torres building, which normally accommodates 1,300 students, was empty and locked down through most of 2020, as were all of the UCSB, that's University of California, Santa Barbara dorms. This means no students, voters were residing inside the Torres building, nor any of the other dorms, during the election season. Okay, so we have absentee ballots, number 1. Number 2, the dorms were shut down during COVID, so no one could have posted that absentee ballot vote. Now for fact number 3. So because no students were residing in the building during the election season, that means the ballots were fraudulent. Fact number 4 is there's a second problem. These ballots could not legally have been forwarded to students where they were actually living. Why not? Because forwarding ballots to alternative addresses is a felony. That's fact number 4. Okay, so if anyone has an alternative theory, I'd like to hear it. Notice I'm not saying anything about what happened. I'm only giving you a list of 4 irrefutable facts. You can tell me what happened because I don't know. Share this with as many people you know, because there's an argument right now. If this kind of stuff happened, don't say you disagree. Leave a comment below with your theory on which of the 4 facts you believe are false. Or come over here on the happy side. The party's over here. Science and facts are over here. Come on over. I'm Doug TenNaple, the happiest guy I know.
That's good. That's good. All right, let's go and get another one, because he does a lot of these, and you might want to go to his YouTube and subscribe. You can also find him on our website. We've added a page for him and other people, inTruthNews.com. Let's go to this huge update from Arizona. It says this was posted yesterday.
Today, these dogs are going to show you how to install a Vivid smart security system.
Hi, and welcome to a Maricopa audit. I have great news for you guys. Even though there is a Republican lawyer who works for CNN who is slamming the audit, we'll go into that. This will be good fun.
Today, I came to party.
Hi, I'm Doug TenNaple, and I love Arizona so much that I married the beloved Miss TenNaple from Arizona. Here's a look at the news first. Okay, here's Benjamin Ginsburg. He's the Republican lawyer. He's writing for AZ Central, which is already just means he's compromised. We needed an Arizona election audit, but now it's a farce. Here's how to end it responsibly. He has some advice on trying to protect his reputation. He goes, how do we salvage this terrible situation? Number 1, acknowledge the vendor's shortcomings. How about you acknowledge CNN's shortcomings first? Here's number 2, don't let them chase their pet conspiracies. No one is chasing. Here he quotes that they're looking for bamboo. They're not looking for bamboo. Ballot eating chickens. There are no ballot eating chickens. These are fake solutions to fake problems. Focus vendors on what can be proven. What do you think they're doing? Number 4, pass bills to make elections more uniform. Again, what do you think they're doing? So instead of listening to this Republican lawyer CNN hack, let's take a look at the cameras at Arizona.org, the ArizonaAudit.org, and watch the actual workers. Here it is, late at night in Tennessee, and they're doing 3 shifts in Arizona. Everything's going great. Okay, here's the most interesting cameras going on, and you'll see a bunch of information right here. Camera 3 shows on the right, there used to be yellow tables over there with the yellow shirts. They're gone. They're done with their job. They were doing some counting. Let's see, right here shows it best. See all the black tables now being brought in here? This is live coverage. You can see the people walking around back there. No more yellow tables. They brought in these tables to put them to work. Right over here on the right, you can see the tables a little closer over there. So the yellow tables did the initial count, and they've done with their job, so they need them over on doing paper inspection. They're opening up. They're going to flip all those volunteers to these new tables that are replacing the yellow ones to do paper inspection. That's what's happening in Arizona. All good news. Don't listen to Arizona Central. We already know what they think. They've already discredited themselves. When you want to know what the Democrat Party thinks, you can either ask the Democrat Party or read Arizona Central or listen to the Republican lawyer who works for CNN who's writing for Arizona Central. Do you see how this works? But all the good news is over here. The party is still going forward.
All right, let's catch some more. Hold on. Let's get one more at least. Okay, there's something here. I don't know. Do we want Fauci or do we want North Carolina? North Carolina. Let's see what's going on up there.
The truth is coming to North Carolina. They want to get a big old crowbar and pry open the machines.
Today, I came to party.
Hello, everyone. I'm Doug TenNaple, and welcome to my channel. I'd love to see you as a subscriber. It would be my honor to have you here. We just crank out entertainment like sausage. Thanks for watching. Let's get to the news. Audit fever is coming to North Carolina. Here's the exclusive quote. This is a shot across the bow. We want the machines opened up. North Carolina House members request an inspection of voting machines. We're here at the Gateway Pundit, but I can't hear this guy over his suit and tie. A group of North Carolina Republican lawmakers from the General Assembly want the State Board of Electors, the SBOE, to give them some answers about the machines used to tabulate votes. The lawmakers want the machines opened and allow their own people to investigate what happened. North Carolina Rep. Jeff McNeely said about the SBOE, "We're just trying to see if there are any legs to the rumors we hear about her and her. We want to know if there's anything that could have been changed about the machines." We gave them a deadline to get back to us. Okay, this is not about overturning election. I want you to listen to this guy's questions. He says, "I believe the information in what we call the hand-to-eye audits need to be public, and we need to make sure those tallies match what the machines came up with. Currently, they're not public, and they should be. So they're looking for just information." That is not a scandal.
Yes.
That is not a problem. That's not wacko thinking. That's being cautious. Here's another quote. "We know that Mark Zuckerberg gave $5 to $6 million to the counties in North Carolina, but we don't have an accounting on that. We're working on a bill that would make it a law to evenly distribute that money to our 100 counties. But as it is now, we do not know where that money went on or what it went for." Another fair question to ask. This is good news, and this is the right way to do it. Because if you find a conservative state, you'll have more sympathetic people to conduct an audit. I think this is a great move, and more states need to follow, because if there's anything odd to be found, it will show up in North Carolina. The information's either there or it's not. Let's take a look. I'm Doug TenNaple, and I'm the happiest guy I know, but even happier now.
What else does Doug TenNaple have going on? All right. We're going to hear this Fauci one.
Oh, man. I'm watching McEnany on Fox demolish Fauci over his emails. Are you confused about it? Because here's a few clarifying points coming right up.
Today, I came to party.
Okay, this first one is about that he knew the lethality of what was going on in China, but claimed to not have the time to even read the email about it.
Scandal and Dr. Fauci's emails. He received in March an email saying that China is lying about the number of deaths, that this is a huge threat to our country, COVID-19 is. He replied that this email was too long to read. And this comes at a time that he's sending emails about how he looks like Brad Pitt in his SNL portrayal, sending emails about his face being on donuts. So he has time for, I guess, megalomaniac-like inflation, but no time to read about COVID coming to our show.
Okay, and this next one, he had an email. This is from the Chinese lab that are thanking him for getting through it, a controversy, while Trump is trying to get Fauci to look at the lab. So who does Fauci represent?
He gave money to that lab. And while President Trump is saying, look at the lab, there's evidence here, he's emailing with a Chinese health official saying, we're going to get through this together. Don't worry. It is a huge deal.
This next one is how Fauci used his position of power to mislead the American people, saying it likely had natural causes when he didn't know. The science wasn't clear on that. And then he gets a thank you from the nonprofit that is funding this lab.
And Emily, there needs to be an investigation into this hugely, because right after Dr. Fauci stood at that White House podium, lied to the nation, said this originated naturally, guess what? He gets an email from the nonprofit that gave the money to the Wuhan lab, thanking him for using his respected voice to maybe cover up the fact that it started in a lab?
Well, one thing is clear. Fauci is going to be investigated. And all I can say is, as a lover of science, I say we follow the science wherever it leads.
That's
I have no opinion on this. I just want to know the facts about Fauci, what he knew, and what he could have done about this. I'm Doug TenNaple. I'm the happiest guy I know.
Wow. Okay. I think we have time for just one more for our 20. Okay. Let's listen to this just in one. Oh no, that was last week. So let's see what was yesterday. Because he makes a lot of them every day. Okay. Here, fake conservative, just like John Roberts. That's the title of this video.
A whole lot of people on the right say they don't support John Roberts, and then they support 3 key issues and are 100% identical to John Roberts. I'll let you know what they are coming right up. Are you a John Roberts conservative?
Today, I came to party.
Hi, I'm Doug TenNaple. Give us a like and a subscribe. I'm over here at the Daily Beast that is talking about John Roberts. Let's get right to the article. Here we are at the Daily Beast. No, Justice John Roberts isn't liberal. He's a different kind of conservative. There's a difference between being an ideological conservative and being a judicial conservative. Luckily, Roberts is the latter, a judicial one, not an ideological one. But do you have the same traits? Here's the easy ones. On these, everyone agrees with Roberts, okay? Center right, far right, Trumpy right, whatever. So these are easy. First, let's remember, Roberts has voted for conservative outcomes at least as often on Trump's travel ban. He supports Trump. On voting rights, he supports Trump. On unions, John Roberts supports Trump. And on the First Amendment and a host of other issues. So what are the big dividers? Here we go. Let's go to the real ones. On if John Roberts is the savior of liberalism. The Chief Justice, who is nominated by President George Bush, has voted, number 1, to strike down Louisiana's restrictions on abortion clinics. I can always spot a fake John Roberts conservative if they don't have a strong position against abortion. That is a key defining issue and a key proof of a fake conservative and a John Roberts conservative. Number 2, to preserve DACA, the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program. Number 2 is they believe in the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals. That is the idea that an illegal immigrant from another country, that they can stay and get an education here, which I'm sympathetic to, but I'm only saying I believe it's illegal. And number 3, protect LGBTQ Americans from being fired for being gay or trans. And then number 3, just like John Roberts, they protect LGBTQ Americans from, this is not just from being fired, but it's saying they have a right to adoption and an employer has to bake a cake. That's John Roberts. And by the way he put it is the government shouldn't get involved in the marriage business. You'll hear that all over the right. They'll say that they're not a John Roberts conservative and then mouth every argument he makes on LGBTQ. I'm against John Roberts on all fronts. This is where the fake conservatives tuck their tail and run. How many of the big 3 are you against? Let me know in the comments below. I'm Doug TenNaple.
All right, so that was Doug TenNaple in exile. You can subscribe to him on YouTube. And like I said, he also has a show with his son, his teenage son. And we're starting a show with our teenage daughter. I think it's really important that we start including our kids in truth. They need to know because they're being attacked by things online, music, videos, social media. And we need to always keep in mind that that's our tomorrow. Our kids are tomorrow. So we need to be in one unison prayer for our kids, for them to be living now in awakening, so they can know what's going on. And you know what, they can share with us a fresh perspective too from what they see, because the world thinks that kids are going to be like very liberal in everything, because that's what they're seeing a lot on TV and listening to music and so forth. But you know what you have at home is what's going to determine how your kids are going to grow up. You know, always teach them what you need them to know. Pray with them, pray for them, tell them how important they are to the kingdom of God, because our tomorrow is them. And you know what? They're going to grow up knowing a lot more than what we know right now, because we're going to prepare our kids. We're going to pray for them always. And we're going to put a stop to all this stuff that's been hurting them for many, many generations now. Anyways, I love you. We'll be back with another episode soon.